You can rent lights from anybody. People work with Bandit because of our quality of our prep and our quality of our people. Our prep standard here at Bandit's second to none. We do not cut corners. We prep the way we prep to save you money and time out on the road.
Knowing the time and attention to detail that we put into our prep here at Bandit, I can assure my clients that their show will maintain its integrity from start to finish.
As we progress through the prep, Bandit tests every fixture in every position of the rig, whether it's flying trussing in the shop or laying out the entire floor package as we go to test every light and make sure that everything is up to spec.
Our prep standard is incredible. We treat every show the same, whether it's a one-off or if it's going to be out for 6 months.
We have creative solutions as well as custom labels on every truss, case, and fixture. That way, everything has its own unique sticker ID for every location on stage.
Bandit is very much a family atmosphere. There's not an office and road staff divide. So when I am working with our clients to staff their tours or pick the right crew, a lot of our techs I personally know or have toured with, so we make sure we have the right techs out on every tour we put on the road.
We have a two-part interview process, the first being a preliminary where we vet candidates for what we call red flag questions. We make sure that everybody that comes through the door is the type of candidate that we would want to send out on the road.
It's not just their resume, it's their personality. It's their ability to hang out with crew and be a good person on the bus as well as a rock star on the road.
A lot of companies in this space have begun to shift to hiring labor sight unseen. We spend a lot of time, energy, and effort vetting all of our lighting technicians to ensure when we send them out on site, you can rely on them. At the end of the day, when you have a good quality prep and highly qualified technicians, your load in and load out times are cut, saving you money on your upcoming production.
These aren't people that we just so happen to pick up for this tour. These are actually Bandit employees that have been vetted and have been around for a while, so we trust them.
We do not hire anybody 1099. All of our freelancers come in W-2. All of our candidates have to go through a background check and a drug test. That is mandatory as our status is a Tennessee drug-free workplace. At a minimum, we're gonna have somebody in the shop for about 4 weeks before eligible to go out on a job. This is kind of our method of quality control on the front end to make sure we're not sending out unqualified technicians. We're a low turnover company in a relatively high turnover industry. We have employees that have been here longer than some other companies have been in existence, and there's a lot to be said about that.
Bandit has been around for 60 years, and that's for good reason. And it's not just our relationship with the client, but they have a relationship with all of our techs, our PMs. Everybody at Bandit makes sure each and every client is taken care of from a tech level all the way up to the client rep.
We do offer a full-time path for lighting technicians that really turns that more into a career, creates stable job paths for people in this industry, fully insured, 100% paid for by the company. They have an 8% 401k match. Our benefits package is unmatched for most lighting technicians. Up to this point, it's really been kind of hunt to eat, and it's definitely a peace of mind for the technicians out on the road to know, hey, I'm not having to think about the next job that I'm supposed to jump on. I can focus wholly on the client that I'm working with right now.
The backbone of our production facility is our tech services department. We go down to board level and component level on everything we do. We have remarkably skilled personnel in that department to handle any repair that's needed. Then all that gear goes to our QC department and gets broken all the way down to glass to make sure the optics and all the mechanics of that fixture are in their full capability. We also check through all the firmware and software to make sure all the gear is ready to roll when it leaves our QC department. The best way to look at Bandit is we are gear agnostic and manufacturer agnostic. We represent just about every manufacturer that exists in the industry. We have great relationships with those manufacturers. We're very, very involved with R&D with multiple manufacturers. So we recommend what we need and what our clients are needing before they're even produced.
If we happen to be providing rigging, we do custom motor controllers for every act. So you know exactly where your motor points are, and in the rig, we're not looking at motor 1 through 10, we're looking at specific attributes of the plot. So it's incredibly safe, and they're really neat to look at.
One of the perks to being a Bandit client is the use of our free rehearsal space that includes 2 visualization suites, as well as by a 40 by 80 hang room with a approximately 40-foot trim. In our 2 previous suites, we offer the use of Depends R4 inclusive with the room. We also have on-site support staff to help you with any of your visualization or rehearsal needs.
Unlike a lot of other firms in this space right now, we aren't beholden to a venture capital company. When the company makes decisions on things, new gear to purchase, who to hire, decisions to make that are important for our customers on the road, they aren't made by people who haven't done this before and who haven't been out on the road. There's not going to be some venture capital rollover that changes our attention to detail.
When I talk to the Bandit Standard isn't just about how we prep our gear. It's about the people, it's about the process. The Bandit Standard is the company. We are the Bandit Standards.